Hey guys, I'm in my nail shop in my house, but I'm not doing my nails yet. But I'm gonna do them next week for my daughter's birthday. Okay, guys, so it's story time. Listen, I told y'all I love this job. This is the one at UCF. I love this job. It is so easy. It is so simple. It's like no issues. I'm comparing it to my last job, which was Metro. Everybody knows I retired from Metro. And this is a small company. Like I said in a previous video, I think they have like 109 operators. And so it is a small company. But I have worked for I worked for Dash before I went to Metro. I did the airport shuttle. So I've worked at other bus companies. So like I said, this is a small company. It's very, the job is so easy. Just go around the college, pick up the students, take them to the apartment, come back. Bam. Okay, so I guess I'm going to talk about two things. Two things that happened today. One, the supervisor, the one I'm not too fond of, because these people have lost, like, their integrity is shot. And so once you lose that, it's hard to get it back. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get it back. It's like if you were in a relationship and something happens and you lose trust, it's kind of hard to get that back. So that's where I am with at least two supervisors at the company who, I don't know what they thought when I first got there, but we've been pretty cool. No apologies. They never apologize. They're never accountable for they're not, they do not take responsibility for their actions. If they're wrong, they won't say, oh, I made a mistake. They don't do none of that. So listen, what I do is do my job, do it well, so you don't have to call me. Okay. They do a lot of talking on the radio, so it's different than Metro. This is a two-way radio, and there is an option for private, like if you want to have a private message with another operator, you could do that. But okay, they do a lot of talking, and I'm just not into that. Okay, there's no reason for us to really get on the radio. If you want to go to the bathroom or something like that, you can ask for a break or something like that. But other than that, you could just go your whole day. Like yesterday, I didn't even ask for a break yesterday to go to the restroom. Of course, I went on a break, but there's no calling in, I'm on break. There's no need to use the radio. Like, really. Okay. So, one of the supervisors called me. Okay, let me start from yesterday, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me start from yesterday. One of the supervisors called me on the radio. Okay, I had just got back on the bus from my 30-minute break. When I was walking up to my bus, there are two buses on my particular route, okay? And both of the buses were at the college. We call them hubs. Was there, which it should never be. There should be one at the apartments and one at the hub. Okay, I'm on break. I'm walking up. I see both of the buses there. Okay, so I get my bus back from the person that gave me break, and then he went and gave the other driver on the same route. She was first, and my bus was second. It might have been another bus there. I'm not certain, but it was two of the same route. Okay, so he got her bus and went on and left the hub. So my phone started ringing. 39. Oh, gosh, just the sound of this lady's voice. But I have to be respectful and I have to answer the radio. She is the supervisor, but I don't do anything for you to call me. Like, I don't want them to call me at all, y'all. Don't call me, because I already know that it's some foolery and shenanigans, and here we go. She calls me and says, 39. 39, I answer. 39, did you just come off of a bathroom break? So I said, here we go. Before I go any further, if I request to go to the bathroom, it's a 10100. You can private call that to the dispatcher, because that's who you're supposed to tell, the dispatcher, that you want to go to the restroom. Some people private call it to the dispatcher, but I don't do that. And for this very reason, I want everyone to know that I'm getting off the bus. So that's all drivers, all the supervisors can hear. A lot of people do it, and it's not mandatory that you make a private call to the dispatcher and say that I'm going on a 10100, but I never do that. I do it over the air because I hear and I know what I'm working with. So she calls me and says, 39, did you just come off a 10100 or something about, was you on 10100? She asked me if I was on 10100. So I said, I'm not certain. I hope I wasn't smart or sassy, but I was like, I'm not certain what you're talking about, but I'm just coming off of break. Then she comes back and says, well, they just called. There we go again. Come on now. You can't they me. They who? What? They just called me and said that it was 2 of the same route buses at the college. So I just told her that I just came back from break. So if it's 2 or 8 or 10 buses, it don't have nothing to do with me, because I'm just getting back from break. And whoever they is that called you, they should have called you, because you know what, guys? Prior to me going on break, the other bus was at the hub getting ready to leave when I pulled in. Remember, I told you that one of us should be at the apartments and one of us, excuse me, y'all, I have the hiccups, and one of us should be at the college. When you ask for a bathroom break private to the dispatch, that means that, okay, yeah, you're asking privately, but for me, I don't know that you went on a bathroom break. I'm just moving the bus. So when I was coming in, she was just getting on the bus to leave. So why didn't call then and say it was 2 buses? We was there. Okay, at any rate, so she said, well, they called and said it was 2 buses. And I repeated myself to her. I said, listen, I just got back on the bus from break. And then she went on saying about what they called and they don't want 2 buses. I didn't even respond. And then she stopped talking. Okay, that was just yesterday. Last night, before I leave, I get off at 8 o'clock. And the destination sign on my bus, it does not change. It does not change from my route. It won't change. It won't change. Even if they can't even put this bus on another route, because the number will not change. So, and that's known. Everybody knows that. That particular, my bus, I'm the only bus where the route number won't change. You can't change it. You can't change it to anything. So I get off at 8 o'clock. However, the service does not end until 10 p.m. So it's 2 buses on a route. I end at 8 and then it goes down to 1 at 10 p.m. But I can't change my sign, remember. I can't put not in service. I can't do any of that. So the rule is, if you get to the apartments or to the college, and there's a student that wants to get on your bus, you have to let them get on your bus and you have to take them. You can't leave them. You know, even though I get off at 8 o'clock, if somebody's there at 8 o'clock, whichever end I'm on, and they want to go back to the college or they want to go to the apartments, I can't leave them. I have to take them. And that has happened to me a couple of nights. And what I do is I don't call her, but I call the other supervisor private every time that it happens and let him know, listen, I have a student that's going back here. Why do I have to do that? Because they are so like money conscious. Like they want to keep a tab on it. If you're supposed to get, it takes 20 minutes to get back from here to there, and you know, for 8 o'clock, you should be back by 8:20 or 8:25. And then if you still riding around, see, they could see you on the app. They could see you on this app moving the bus, okay? So last night was not one of those nights. I was getting ready to come out of the neighborhood to go out of service. Remember, I cannot change my sign. But what I can do is I could take myself off the route so that the kids can see the double, it's called a double map, and they can see the buses running along the route. They can see the bus number, everything. Where you at? Bop, bop, bop. If I pick another route or a break route, it removes me from the map. That's the only way I can kind of say I'm out of service. However, if I get to the apartments or if I get to the college and a student is there, because the sign is still the number, I can't change it. And anyway, you have to pick them up regardless. Oh my gosh. 39 at 7:57 p.m. I get off at 8 o'clock. She calling me. Did you change? Are you still riding? Are you still, because you should be just dropping off. Change your sign to drop off. So I had to just take a deep breath and remind her that the sign on my bus, you cannot change it. I ain't say no more. Okay, bam. She didn't respond back or nothing. Like, why are you calling me, lady? Like, don't call me. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems to me like you're nitpicking for what? I've been doing the route, doing this since April 17th, okay? It's September. Okay, now, today, about 2:10, the same lady, 39. I'm like, why is she calling me? But I have to answer the radio, y'all. I do have to answer the radio. So I said 39. I need you to take count on your bus of everybody who gets on the bus. And then give the count to the assistant, the administrator. Leave it in the administrator's mailbox when you get off tonight. And she had to come back. 39. You copy? Yeah, I just said 10-4. Lady, don't call me. Have somebody else call me, okay? I just don't want her calling me. I don't want her calling me. Okay, now, let me get to this guy who, I'm not going to talk about his manhood, but, like, come on now. What are you doing? We are all adults. The youngest person there is 24, okay? And he's the youngest person. So we're all adults there. If you have a problem with me or whatever, like I have let those guys have it, in a minute I will get me wrong and I will let you have it. Like I told you, those two guys, and even to this day, they still don't speak. I don't care. I'm there to pick up the kids, drop them off safely. That's it. Okay, now, so this guy, he comes to give me break. Guys, when I get break, when they come to my bus, all I need to do is take my seatbelt off and get off the bus and go on. Or sometimes if it's raining or if I don't want to get off the bus, I just go to the back of the bus. You get in the seat, you drive. Every time. I've been there since April 17th. I never change. They come, I go. One time, I told a guy, I don't want to break today. Because they're going to take the 30 minutes regardless if you don't want the break or whatever. So they tell you, you know, just go ahead and go on a break. But if I get to work at 12:45 and I don't get on the bus till 1:30, at 2 o'clock I don't want a break. Listen, I don't even need a break. I get off at 8 o'clock. Like, seriously, just take the 30 minutes. I did that to one guy one time. Okay, now, so the guy came at about, I don't know, 4:39. And he says, break time. So I said, okay. I got my phone and I was gone. So, because you do have to log off. We are using ELD, like as if we're on a truck. They are tracking our driving and when you're going to break, bop, bop, bop. So as soon as I got off, I logged off. Because you can't be too far away or it'll disconnect. So you have to log on so that he could, I got to log off so he can log on. So I got off the bus, logged off, and went on to the restaurant. So I come back, get on the bus. I go around the buses. I pre-trip my bus after everybody driving it because I don't want no problems and I don't want no issues, okay? So when I walked past the window, I was like, thank you. You know, I don't know these guys' names. It's not a regular breaker every day. And this guy used to give me breaks every day when I first started in April, but he has not been over here to this hub engineering in a long time. I think today was like the first day he's been over there in a while, and I don't know if, you know, he didn't really want to come over there. I don't know, but he seemed fine. You know, he said break time, and I just went okay and got my phone and went on off the bus. Okay, I come back from break, and like I said, I walked around the bus. The window was up because I drive my window open. I said, thank you, because just in case he get off by the time I finished preaching my bus. So when I came up to the door, he was coming off. So I said, thank you, got on the bus, got my people, and went on about my business. Generally, we sign too. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. We'll initial if we get a break, but he didn't do any of that. He just went on. Okay, now. So I do a trip, I come back, I see a supervisor there. Not one of them, this is another one. I ain't had no problems with him, but yesterday I did call him and ask him a question. He said, okay, let me check and I'll get back to you. And he never responded. Good thing I ain't holding my breath. And it was for a student. He never called me back, y'all. I'm like, what in the world? But I ain't paying no attention. Okay, fine. So I ain't say nothing. So I saw him today. He was there when I pulled up. And he came over to the bus. I had loaded my passengers. And he was like, oh, can I talk to you for a minute? So I stepped off the bus. And I was like, hey, what's up? And he was like, did you have a problem with your breaker? And I was like, what? I was like, no. He got on the bus, I got off. He got on, I got off, and it's no problem. I said, you got the wrong person. That's what I told him. I said, you got the wrong person. And so he said, he kept saying, he was like, you sure you didn't have no problem? I said, listen, go get the man, because he got on the bus. He said, it's break time. I said, okay. I got my phone and got off the bus and went on about my business. He said, okay. And he just kept, he said, because they, here we go again, they, Lord, these people, get these people, where do they get that from? They. Talk to me. Talk to me, okay? Don't talk to me about they, because that's not going to really work. It's not really looking good for you. So, at any rate, I said, you know, okay. So he said because they sent him over here because I had a problem with the breakup. And I'm saying to myself, to myself, right? What in the hell is going on? I'm the same way every time, y'all. Even the guy who came, the supervisor who came, he has given me break before. When they come to my bus, I just get off and go. It's no conversation. It's break time. You just go. That's it. So I don't know what happened. Okay, now. So I'm curious. I'm saying to myself, now, what in the dick has happened? So I'm looking, because I know he's on another bus. The guy who gave me break, he's on another bus. And I don't know which bus. But when I found out what bus he was on, because he rode by me, I called him on private. And I said, hey, this is 39, Route 6, the one you just gave a break. Did you call dispatch and tell them I gave you a problem at break time? And then he said, yeah. I was like, I said, what happened? He said, because, that's what he told me now. I said it's break time, and then you just got off the bus, and I didn't know what you was doing. What in the hell is wrong with these people? What in the hell is wrong with these people? I don't really know what he told the dispatcher or who he called. I know he called it because when the supervisor came, he said the dispatcher and they. And I'm thinking it's the lady, the other supervisor there. He probably called her. I don't know who he called, and I don't know what he told them. But the supervisor, remember, came to me and said it was a problem with the breaker. And I ain't even said nothing. I done got off the bus, had my little 30-minute break, and was watching the Midas Touch and David Packman and this fool talking about, because he said it was break time, I got off the bus and he didn't know what I was doing. Now, listen, you're a grown-ass man, dog. And I think let's say he's like 60 years old. He's a Caucasian guy. But sir, when I came back to the bus, walking around talking about thank you and this and that, you could have said, hey, you just got out the bus, or he could have said whatever the problem was or whatever the issue. I don't know what in the world. Y'all tell me. Every day I do the same thing. They come, they say it's break time. I take my seatbelt off. You know, the bus is already secured. I get my phone and go. What the hell's wrong with this man? What he told me, because I'm going to call him up. I'm going to the source. You called him and said what? I didn't ask him, what did you tell the dispatcher? I said, when he said it was an issue, I said, what issue? And then he said, because I said it's break time and you got off the bus. I said, well, okay, there's no issue. That's a false statement. He said, but it is true, but it's resolved now. And I don't go back and forth. I just end the conversation, just hung the phone up. Okay, now. So now I have an idea why the supervisor's coming, because he told them something. I don't know what he told them, guys, but if he called the dispatcher, a 60-year-old man, because he told me it was break time and I got off the bus and went on break, well, who the hell crazy? Who the hell got I don't even know. I don't care. I'm not going to try to investigate on what he told them, but that's what he said to me. He said that he told me it's break time and then I got off the bus and he didn't know what I was doing. What the? Don't make me cuss. And see, these kind of people, talk to me, say something. If you have some problem or issue, you come to the person. Just like I'm going to you now, the source. But I can't go back and forth with foolery and shenanigans and you acting like I ain't even gonna say it. Like I have no understanding. So now, remember I talked to him on the radio. And so, I get back to the hub, and he's sitting outside to relieve another operator. Oh, I get off my bus and stand right in my bus. He won't even look at me. What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people? Now, maybe I shouldn't have got off my bus and looked at them. But I'm saying, sir, we are all adults here. If you have a problem or issue, that's everybody. Everybody, even the supervisor, not the ones that I don't, they give me break. Everybody who gives me break, it's the same thing. What am I supposed to do? Have a conversation with you? Oh, well, you're here. I guess I'll go on break. What the hell you here for? To give me break. We don't need to have a conversation. I don't talk to these people like, I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all. So that's what happened. Shenanigans and foolery. Like I said, I don't know what is this guy's problem. So now, tonight, I remember I had to take count and put it in the administrator's box. So when I come into the building, the supervisor who came to me and said, did you have a problem? He's smiling, hey, Macintosh. But really, I don't, like, these people are different, okay? They are different. Like, you can't really trust them. Because you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? And then when I'm going to speak. I'm going to be cordial. I'm going to speak, smile, and do my job, okay? Because like I said, this is the easiest job ever, okay? Like, this is it's stealing money. It's so easy. So I go into the office, and the break guy who said he had an issue, he's sitting on the table when I walk in. Hey, how you doing? What in the hell? Is people bipolar or what? Like, sir, no. We're not going to do that. We most definitely not going to do that. All I did was like hey, like, sir, you're not going to call the dispatcher, have a supervisor come out and tell me was there an issue with a breaker. And the issue that I know that you said was because you told me it's break time and I got off my bus. And then you want to talk about, hey, what's up? No, sir. No, the hell. No. You got the right one. You know when I got off my bus and looked at you and you wouldn't even look my way. That's the way we're going to be right there, okay? You're going to be with them other two guys who scared to speak. They won't because I let their ass have it. I don't need to let you have it. But, sir, no, sir. Because you could have come just like you just did that just now. When I came back to the bus, you could have said, hey, you know what? I was looking for you or whatever the problem was before you get on the phone and start calling the dispatcher and supervisor and having a supervisor come to me. I don't even know what the hell going on. Bye, y'all. Have a good one. And listen, I did talk to my winner, Ellis. I found him and he has received his winnings. So I want to thank y'all again for subscribing. I know this story time was long. I apologize. Thank you so much for subscribing, y'all. We made it to 1,000 subscribers. Like, I'm so thankful and grateful. So my next giveaway is going to be at 1,500. Oh my gosh. Y'all think we can do it? Oh my goodness. And let me tell y'all something real quick. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But I stopped at the gas station tonight and picked up they had a new scratch off. And I generally don't do the $20 one. I did do the $50 one and I won $200, I think. But look, y'all, this is a $20 one. And I won $200. You see that? One. Last time I had already do my ticket, but this one I could show y'all. Because I didn't turn, I just did it tonight. So I'll take this $200 with me when I go see my daughter in Atlanta. Bye, y'all. Good night.